high creatinine? Then this is for you. Let's talk about 5 summer fruits you'll want to skip and the safer, sweeter ones you can enjoy instead. Picture this: it's a hot afternoon, and you reach for a juicy slice of fruit. It feels fresh, light, even healthy. But here's the truth: not every fruit is gentle on your kidneys. When creatinine runs high, some innocent summer fruits can quietly overload them without you even realizing. Remember, creatinine is waste your body makes every single day. Healthy kidneys keep it in check. But when they're struggling, even good foods can pile on extra strain. And in the summer, the risk grows. We sweat more, drink more, and snack on seasonal fruits that might be secretly pushing potassium, sugar, or other compounds too high. You may not feel it now, but your next lab test could tell another story. That's why today, I'll show you exactly which fruits to avoid and which refreshing, kidney-friendly ones can actually help keep those creatinine numbers steady. And don't miss the bonus tip at the end. It's not about food at all, yet it can make a big difference for your kidneys. Fruit to avoid: 1. Watermelon. I know it feels almost wrong to say this. On a hot summer day, nothing looks more inviting than a big, juicy slice of watermelon. Sweet, cooling, hydrating, it seems like the perfect choice. But if your creatinine is high, watermelon can quietly put a strain on your kidneys. Here's why: just 1 cup of diced watermelon carries over 500 milligrams of potassium. For kidneys that are already struggling to filter, that's a lot. Extra potassium doesn't just sit quietly, it can throw off your body's balance, slow down your muscles, and even affect your heartbeat. And then there's the water itself. Watermelon is about 92% water. Normally, that sounds like a gift. But when kidney function is reduced, too much water can build up instead of being flushed out, leaving you with swelling in your ankles, legs, or even around your eyes. Ever noticed your legs feeling heavier or puffier after enjoying a lot of watermelon? That could be the connection. We also can't forget the sugar. In every 100 grams, you're getting 6 to 9 grams of natural sugar. For anyone dealing with diabetes or prediabetes, this means higher blood glucose and more pressure on both the pancreas and the kidneys. Over time, sugar and potassium together can create a double hit to kidney health. One of the biggest mistakes? Watermelon juice. Without fiber, the potassium and sugar rush straight into your system, making your kidneys work overtime. So, what's the gentler way? If you truly love watermelon, keep your portion small, about half a cup, and pair it with lower potassium fruits. Or swap it out for kidney-friendly summer choices like blueberries or strawberries. You'll still get that refreshing sweetness, without putting your kidneys under so much stress. Fruit to avoid: 2. Cantaloupe. Now let's talk about another summer favorite that seems so innocent, yet carries more risks than most people realize: cantaloupe. Sweet, fragrant, tropical, it feels like the perfect fruit for a hot afternoon. But if your creatinine is high, this one deserves a second look. Just 1 cup of cantaloupe has nearly 500 milligrams of potassium. That's already a big slice of the daily safe limit for someone with reduced kidney function. Too much potassium can weigh heavily on your body, making your muscles feel weak, your heart beat unevenly, or even leaving you more tired than usual. Have you ever noticed a strange fatigue after enjoying cantaloupe? That could be your body signaling overload. Cantaloupe is also packed with beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. Normally, that's a good thing, it supports vision and immune strength. But here's the catch: when your kidneys aren't working at full power, vitamin A can slowly build up. Over time, this may lead to headaches, dizziness, or even joint discomfort, all from something as simple as a few extra slices. And then there's blood sugar. With a glycemic index around 65, cantaloupe can spike glucose fast. If you live with diabetes or even borderline blood sugar, that quick burst of sweetness may be followed by an energy crash while quietly stressing your kidneys too. One more hidden risk: the skin. The rough, netted rind of cantaloupe can trap bacteria. If it's not washed carefully, those germs can transfer to the flesh when you cut it. For anyone with kidney disease and a weaker immune system, that's a risk worth avoiding. So while cantaloupe may look refreshing, for kidneys under stress, it can be a little too heavy a load. Fruit to avoid: 3. Mango. Bright, golden, and sweet mangoes feel like the very essence of summer. For many, they're irresistible. But if your creatinine is high, this king of fruits can quietly put a heavy load on your kidneys. 1 cup of mango has about 277 milligrams of potassium, not too alarming on its own. But here's the real question: who stops at just 1 cup? Most of us enjoy the whole fruit in one sitting, and that can easily send potassium intake soaring. When your kidneys can't filter properly, that extra potassium lingers in the blood, sometimes showing up as muscle weakness or even changes in your heartbeat. Have you ever noticed your heart flutter or beat differently after a mango feast? That could be why. The sugar load is another concern. A medium mango can carry around 45 grams of natural sugar. That's a lot for your body to handle at once. It spikes blood sugar quickly, and for anyone with diabetes or even borderline glucose levels, this means extra pressure on both the pancreas and kidneys. Over time, these repeated sugar surges damage tiny blood vessels, speeding up kidney decline. And then there's the issue of ripeness. Overripe mangoes, as delicious as they taste, concentrate even more sugar and can raise uric acid levels. For someone with kidney challenges, that can trigger gout flare-ups or make inflammation worse. If you've noticed your joints aching or swelling after indulging in ripe mangoes, your body may be giving you a gentle warning. The good news? There's a sweeter, safer swap: peaches. They're lower in potassium, higher in fiber, and still wonderfully refreshing. That fiber slows sugar absorption, making them kinder to your kidneys and your blood sugar. Fruit to avoid: 4. Cherries. They look so harmless, don't they? Bright, juicy, and easy to pop in your mouth by the handful. Cherries feel like the perfect summer snack. But if your creatinine is high, these little gems can add more stress to your kidneys than you might expect. Just 1 cup of cherries has about 268 milligrams of potassium. That may not sound like much, but whoever stops at a few? It's so easy to finish a whole bowl, and that extra potassium can quietly build up in your blood. Sometimes it even shows up as muscle heaviness or unusual fatigue. Have you ever felt that way after enjoying a lot of cherries? That might be your body's way of telling you it's struggling to keep up. There's another layer too: cherries are high in oxalates. When oxalates combine with calcium in the urine, they can form kidney stones, tiny crystals that are incredibly painful to pass and can also raise the risk of infections or further kidney damage. If you've had kidney stones before, it's worth being extra cautious with cherries. And then there's sorbitol, a natural sugar alcohol found in cherries. Because it isn't well absorbed in the small intestine, it can move into the large intestine and ferment there. For people with slower digestion, something that often comes with reduced kidney function, this can mean bloating, gas, or stomach discomfort. Do you notice more bloating after cherries compared to other fruits? That could be why. If you want something gentler, apples are a beautiful alternative. They're low in potassium, easy on digestion, and so versatile fresh, stewed, or even baked with a sprinkle of cinnamon. You'll still get that sweet satisfaction, without putting unnecessary strain on your kidneys. Fruit to avoid: 5. Bananas. And finally, let's talk about one of the most popular fruits in the world: bananas. They're often seen as the go-to-healthy snack, quick, filling, and comforting. But if your creatinine is high, bananas can quietly work against your kidneys. Here's why. A single banana has about 422 milligrams of potassium, almost double what you'd get from many kidney-friendly fruits. When the kidneys are healthy, they filter out the extra. But when their function is reduced, that potassium stays in your blood, where it can affect muscle strength and even disrupt your heart rhythm. Have you ever felt a strange weakness or skipped heartbeat after eating bananas? That might not be a coincidence. And then there's the sugar load. Fully ripe bananas have a high glycemic impact, meaning your blood sugar can spike quickly after eating them. For kidneys already under stress, those spikes increase the pressure on the glomeruli, the tiny filters inside each kidney. Over time, repeated sugar surges speed up kidney damage. If you've ever checked your blood sugar after a ripe banana, you may have noticed how fast it climbs. Bananas also contain sticky fibers that can slow digestion. For some people with kidney disease, this can mean bloating or even constipation. And constipation isn't just uncomfortable, it keeps waste in your body longer, allowing toxins to be reabsorbed and placing more burden on your kidneys. Have you ever felt unusually heavy or sluggish after a banana-heavy snack? That could be your body letting you know it's too much. The good news? Grapes make a refreshing alternative. They're hydrating, naturally lower on the glycemic index, and full of antioxidants that support blood vessel health without flooding your body with potassium. So, we've just walked through watermelon, cantaloupe, mango, cherries, and bananas, 5 summer favorites that can quietly challenge your kidneys. But here's the exciting part. Next, we'll flip the script and look at 5 summer fruits that can actually support healthy creatinine levels. Fruit to eat: 1. Blueberries. Let's start with one of the gentlest, most kidney-friendly fruits you can enjoy every day: blueberries. Small, sweet, and bursting with flavor, they're proof that good things really do come in tiny packages. One of the best things about blueberries is how light they are on the kidneys. Just 114 milligrams of potassium per 100 grams, far less than many summer fruits that push potassium too high. That means you can enjoy them daily without the same worry of overloading your kidneys. Do you keep track of your potassium intake? Blueberries make it so much easier to stay within safe limits. But potassium isn't the only reason they shine. Their deep blue color comes from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that protect your kidneys from oxidative stress. Think of oxidative stress as a kind of silent wear and tear inside the kidneys, slowly reducing their efficiency over time. By adding blueberries, you're giving your kidneys a natural shield. They also help steady blood sugar. Thanks to both soluble and insoluble fiber, blueberries slow the release of glucose into your bloodstream, which means fewer spikes, less strain on the glomeruli, your kidney filters, and more stable creatinine levels. Have you ever noticed that calm, steady energy after a bowl of berries, compared to the crash that comes from sugary snacks? That's the fiber quietly doing its work. For the best benefit, aim for about a cup a day, fresh or frozen. Mid-morning is a wonderful time to enjoy them, when your digestion and metabolism are most active. One of my favorite ways is in a simple blueberry chia pudding made with unsweetened almond milk. You get omega-3s from chia, extra fiber, and a big antioxidant boost without any refined sugar. Would you try something like that? It might just become your new go-to kidney-friendly treat. Fruit to eat too, apples. Now let's move to something simple, crisp, and refreshing apples. They're hydrating, naturally cleansing, and one of the kindest fruits you can choose for your kidneys. A medium apple has about 195 milligrams of potassium, far lower than fruits like bananas or oranges. That makes it a safer choice when your kidneys can't clear potassium efficiently. Do you ever track your daily potassium? It's surprising how quickly it adds up, which is why apples fit in so well. But the real gift of apples is their fiber, especially pectin. Pectin is a soluble fiber that acts like a sponge, binding waste in the gut so it can leave your body through stool, instead of slipping back into your bloodstream. That means less waste for your kidneys to filter, and less strain on them day after day. In fact, the National Kidney Foundation highlights soluble fiber as a simple way to help lower creatinine over time. Apples also bring polyphenol plant compounds that calm inflammation. Inflammation quietly damages the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, reducing their ability to filter waste. By adding apples to your routine, you're giving those delicate vessels a little extra protection. And here's a bonus: polyphenol also helps steady blood sugar. Have you ever tried eating an apple between meals? It can keep your energy steady and prevent those sugar highs and crashes that are tough on the kidneys. For the most benefit, aim for 1 medium apple a day and leave the skin on. That's where much of the fiber and antioxidants live. Just give it a good wash first. You can enjoy it raw and crisp, or even bake it with a sprinkle of cinnamon for a cozy, kidney-friendly dessert. Cinnamon itself supports blood sugar balance, making the combo even more powerful. One thing to avoid, though, is apple juice. Even when it's fresh, juice strips away most of the fiber and concentrates the sugar, causing a sharp blood sugar spike and giving your kidneys more to handle. Notice how different you feel after drinking juice versus eating a whole apple. That fullness and steady energy you get from the whole fruit is your body's way of saying thank you. Fruit to eat 3, lemons. Next, let's talk about a fruit that's small, tangy, and often overlooked: lemons. They're not just for flavor, they're one of the most kidney-friendly choices you can make. A whole lemon has only about 80 milligrams of potassium, which means you can enjoy its benefits without worrying about overloading your kidneys. That's especially important when kidney filtration is already reduced. Do you ever glance at nutrition labels to check potassium? With lemons, it's one less thing to stress about. One of their biggest gifts is vitamin C. It acts like a shield, protecting your kidney cells from oxidative stress, the silent wear and tear that slowly chips away at kidney function. By getting enough vitamin C, you give your kidneys the tools to fight back. Lemons also carry natural citrate, which binds to calcium in the urine and helps prevent kidney stones from forming. That's huge, because stones don't just cause pain, they can also scar kidney tissue and push creatinine higher. Simply adding lemon to your routine can lower that risk in a gentle, natural way. The easiest trick? Squeeze half a lemon into a glass of warm water each morning. Warm water helps your body absorb vitamin C better and gives your digestion a gentle kickstart. Or, add lemon slices to caffeine-free herbal teas for extra hydration without the kidney stress that comes from coffee or black tea. When shopping, look for bright yellow lemons that feel heavy for their size. They usually hold the most juice. Skip bottled lemon juice if you can. Preservatives in it can create extra work for your liver and kidneys that fresh lemons don't. So, the next time you reach for water, consider giving it a squeeze of lemon. Your kidneys will thank you. Fruit to eat 4, strawberries. Sweet, refreshing, and gentle on the kidneys. Strawberries are a summertime gift you can truly enjoy. With only about 153 milligrams of potassium per cup, they're far kinder to your electrolyte balance than high potassium fruits like bananas, yet still bring plenty of flavor. Their high water content helps with hydration, while the fiber works quietly in the background, slowing down sugar absorption, keeping you fuller for longer, and even binding waste in the gut so less makes its way back to your kidneys. Have you noticed how a bowl of berries leaves you feeling more satisfied than a pastry? That's the fiber at work. Strawberries are also rich in antioxidants your kidneys love. Ellagic acid calms inflammation in kidney tissue, while anthocyanins shield delicate filtering cells from oxidative stress. Vitamin C adds another layer of support by strengthening tiny blood vessels and boosting your immune system, important because even small infections can stress the kidneys. For an easy upgrade, pair strawberries with a few walnuts. The healthy fats help your body absorb more of those protective plant compounds. Or try a simple salad: fresh strawberries, baby spinach, and a drizzle of olive oil. It's colorful, refreshing, and packed with kidney-friendly nutrients. To get the most benefit, enjoy them earlier in the day when your body handles sugar more efficiently, and eat them whole instead of blending. This slows the release of sugar into your bloodstream. When buying, look for berries that are fully red without white tips. Store them chilled, and rinse just before eating to keep nutrients intact. And remember, portion still matters. 1 measured cup is the sweet spot for most kidney-friendly plans. Fruit to eat 5, pineapple. Our last fruit is tropical, juicy, and a little surprising: pineapple. Not only does it taste like sunshine, but it's also one of the few sweet fruits that can truly fit into a kidney-friendly plan. A cup of pineapple has around 180 milligrams of potassium, light enough to be safe for most people, keeping an eye on their creatinine. Plus, with its high water content, it helps keep you hydrated on hot days without overloading your kidneys. Here's where pineapple gets special: bromelain. This natural enzyme has gentle anti-inflammatory effects that protect the tiny blood vessels inside your kidneys. It even helps digestion, which means waste can move out through your gut instead of piling pressure on your kidneys. Did you know the core, often thrown away, is actually richest in bromelain? Keeping a bit of it in your serving boosts the benefits. Pineapple also brings manganese and vitamin C, both powerful allies for protecting kidney cells and strengthening vessel walls. And here's a bonus: unlike many tropical fruits, pineapple is low in oxalates, making it a safer pick if you've ever dealt with kidney stones. A few quick tips: fresh is best. Canned pineapple loses vitamin C and bromelain, and syrup adds unnecessary sugar. Store cut pineapple in glass, not plastic, and use it within 3 days to keep enzymes active. Pair it with yogurt or chia seeds for balanced fiber and protein that helps steady blood sugar. One gentle caution: bromelain can interact with blood thinners or certain antibiotics, so it's always wise to check with your doctor if you're on those. And if pineapple ever makes your mouth tingle, try rinsing after eating or pairing it with protein to soften the effect. Keep portions to about 1 cup, and enjoy earlier in the day for steady energy. Imagine pineapple as a bright midday snack that refreshes you without straining your kidneys. Would you try that? If this information has been useful, drop a comment below or share it with someone who might benefit from it. Stay tuned for the next video, where we will look at a method that could surprise you. If this video helped you, don't leave without subscribing. And if you feel I understood your kidney health struggles and offered a solution that matters, type relief in the comments.